Today we're in Dundee, a small town in Florida. We're gonna check out Main Street. We're gonna go to a couple places and see what it's all about. You ready? Let's go. It was time to hit the road and explore small town Florida. And where better to start than the town of Dundee? Its main street was lined with a bunch of interesting shops, but there was some place I needed to check out first. So I also read that in Dundee there's a hidden gem called Forever Vintage and Supply, that they get stuff from theme parks and stuff that other places don't get. It doesn't look like much, as you can see here, off the beaten path, but let's go inside and see what kind of goodies they have inside. This store had everything, and I mean everything, from clocks to books, candlesticks to backpacks, soap, towels, jogging shirts, sweatshirts, and even some collectibles from far, far away. Forever Vintage was certainly a treasure trove of old and new Disney magic. There was plenty of gadgets and gizmos, who's-its and what's-its, and I'm even sure there was a thingamabob or two, but you guys get the idea. Well, I think I found my section. Some Pirates of the Caribbean stuff that came out of Disney hotels when they redesigned some of the hotels. I mean, look at this stuff. They got original beds, the pictures, the desks. This is wild, man. I might be going home with all this, even the carpet on the floor. It was difficult to step away from the happiest discounts on earth, but I needed to continue my adventure into the heart of Dundee. And like any small town, Main Street was lined with a bunch of novelty shops with flickering welcome signs burning in the windows, calling for me to investigate. But my first stop was the Margaret Campson Historic Depot. Apparently there was an old railroad that ran through this town and they've converted it into a museum. Sadly, the museum's closed today. Maybe I'll come back on another day to show you on the inside, but this is it right here, as you can see. Despite the signs saying they were closed, I naturally had to try the front door because I thought I saw someone inside. Turns out it was a mannequin. Easy mistake. But in 1910, a Mr. Menzies named this tiny place after his home in Dundee, Scotland. And the construction of the railroad attributed to the growth of the town, bringing in settlers intending to build homes and develop citrus groves. Though small, this museum is well kept, with places to sit and enjoy a picnic as it has its own parking lot. But this was not where the journey ended.
Always love going to farmers market.
It's hard to pass up locally owned businesses, and this one was stocked with some great produce, pumpkins, mangoes, tomatoes, and for whatever reason, I was really amused by the ears of corn. But the real gem of this little roadside market wasn't its fruits and colorful vegetables. I just do it myself? Did I put it in?
Yes.
Yeah.
That one is spicy, okay?
This is spicy,
Yes.
and this one is...
This is plain, real.
I want a plain.
Okay, that one.
Oh, it's empty?
No, you got it.
Oh, I see it. Boiled peanuts. Off to the side was a little spot for these hot and delicious treats, and for only $3, you can get a cup full of either the salty or spicy. I kind of needed to dig a little to get the non-spicy ones. Obviously, the customers had a favorite. What made the trip even better was the Mexican food truck parked right next door. Everything on the menu looked amazing, and I would have ordered something, but there was already a line, and I knew the food would have taken a little while to be ready. So I decided I would need to come back another day. The boiled peanuts would just have to do for now. Alright, here we go. That's how you eat a boiled peanut. So you pop it open like that. I like them. It's really soft. Still kind of hot. Now, after I finish my boiled peanuts, if you come down Main Street, they do have this beautiful lake that you could walk around. I did do a video on this, so if you want to watch it, I'm gonna put it right up here in the corner. Did this on a hot summer's day, but yeah, it's about a mile walk around the lake if you want to see some scenery. So now they do have a dog walking path. You could bring your animals, but I don't think I would. Across the lake is a nice little seating area with full coverage right next to a children's playground. And what's great, they even have bathrooms available, you know, in case little Billy needed to, But it was time to take myself to Main Street and see up close what this town had to offer. Oh, we gotta go to the bakery. We gotta go. So that's what I got. It's $5. So, whew. Another fine treasure was the Spot Nutrition. They serve teas, iced coffees, and health shakes of all different flavors and benefits like boosting your immune system. But those weren't the best things about the shop. The people here were super friendly and took great care and provided a cozy little nook on the side of the road. And if you're wondering what's behind the foil, it's an upside down Christmas tree. It's a nice place to grab some snacks and juices and even play with the owner's dog. But the hot chai latte that I ordered was definitely the star. So I paid $2 for this. Just $2. Somebody hasn't been getting their mail. Here's some of the things you could do in Dundee. We got tree lighting, a Christmas parade down Main Street, the mayor's toy drive, and movie night with Santa. Wow, there's a lot to do here. Now, I'm not trying to sound condescending. Places like Dundee put a lot of effort into bringing magic to its townsfolk. There's just something unique about small town life. You just really never know what you'll see on the other side of the road, whether it's polished up motorcycles outside of a psychic's house or maybe long forgotten American treasures nestled into a vintage antique shop. This is only $26? Oh no, $2,600. I wasn't quite sure what the shop's fascination with deer antlers was, or just how old they actually were, but besides the weird, there were also some really cool finds. Flash Gordon comic book. This place was definitely a cave of wonders, both fascinating and bizarre. But as they say, one man's junk is another man's treasure. Returning to the streets, there were only a few shops left to check out on my journey. The dog grooming place right next door to the best burgers around. Sounds interesting. And that was my trip. up and down the main street of Dundee, Florida. I had an amazing day enjoying fresh baked goods, peanuts, and probably the best chai latte I've ever had. I thought my journey was done, and that is until I just had to stop at the food truck for some Mexican food. They had plenty to offer on the menu, so I ordered a quesadilla and a drink. The fact that they provided a place to sit while you waited for your food was just that extra touch of courtesy to their customers. And that was it for my time in the simple town of Dundee, but something told me I would be back.